Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we are going to be making this Brusho container holder. I saw somebody on our demo website had made one, but it was in, I don't even know what language it was in, so I just figured out how to do it in our inches. It was in centimeters, I think that's what it is, and then it was in a different language, so I have absolutely no idea. I didn't even watch the video, but when I saw it, I wanted to make one, so I figured it out. You may remember last year at some point I had made these little containers for my twine or metallic threads. I made them for my twine, so that's why I'm using this old retired Bermuda Bay papers, because all my other ones are in this same Bermuda Bay paper, and I wanted them to match because I like things to match. That's why that's on there. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need a piece of paper. Now, you could use this is my template. You could use cardstock. You could use heavyweight DSP. I wouldn't use like copy paper, of course, or anything like that, real flimsy. Something that's got some weight to it. So this piece measures 9 5/8 by 6. 9 5/8 by 6. All right. So I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. And we are going to cut this at. So I'm going to put these where they should be. So we're going to put it, we're going to score on the short end. Let's see, 1 5/8, 2 3/4, 4 3/8, and 5 1/2. So these are all the scores that we're going to make. So 1 5/8. Can you see that? Make sure that you can see it. 1 5/8, 2 3/4, 4 3/8, and 5 1/2. Then you're going to rotate it, just one rotation, and you're going to score at 1 on both sides. So I just scored it at 1, flipped it over, and scored it at 1 again. All right, so now we're going to burnish on all of our score lines. And then the last one. All right. All right, now I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. I want to do this before I do any cutting. I am using the layering circles, and I'm using the smallest layering circle. Bring in my Big Shot here. I have my magnetic platform, one cutting pad, my paper, and then my die. And I'm going to put that right in the middle. Let's see, I don't even know how much that measures. Let's see how much it measures. Where's my ruler? Here. What is the So this measures 7 5/8. So that would be 3.5, and this one doesn't have the 16ths in it, but it would be 3, and the line between 7.5 and 7 5/8. I don't have my eighths are good. I can do eighths. It's the 16th that I have a problem with. All right, so it should go, this would be the middle right here. So we're going to just kind of put that in the middle. All right. I always do the middle thing first and then go from there. Let's see. All right, that looks pretty good. And put our other cutting pad on top and roll that through. I'm sorry, this is going to shake. And then we're going to do that 4 more times. So we'll do this one first. And then this one. And I'm thinking, since I don't need another Brusho holder, I think what I'm going to do is, I saw someone else use it for, or someone else made a glue holder. So maybe if the holes are big enough, I'll use it to stick my multi-purpose glue in there. All right, so we'll do that one. All right, and then one more. Yeah, I kind of got that one a little off, but oh well, it's all right. Oh, I think I had my measurements off. So if it was 7 5/8, it should have been 3.5, 3. What, 3 3/4? About 3 3/4 instead of 3.5. Oh well, good enough. I'm not good with math at all. Okay, so that part is done. Get this out of the way. All right, so now we're going to do some cutting. I'm going to take my snips and get my template back out here. So on this 1/2 inch piece down here, I'm going to do an angle at each end and then cut off that rectangle at the end. Okay? All right. And then down at the end, we're going to cut up on each of these score lines. All right. This one right here, we're going to snip on either side and give it a little trim right here. This one right here, I'm not going to do anything with. That one stays like it is. And then this one, little on each side, and then about right down the middle. And then this one, you don't need to do anything with either. So we'll do that again on the other side. Okay, so this one we're going to leave alone. And this one gets a little trim on each side. And then a half. This one we're going to leave alone. This gets a little bit on each side. And then in half. All right. Get all this out of the way. All right. So now I'm going to take this piece right here, this small piece, and we're going to put some tear and tape on that piece right there. And it's going to go right up against the fold. And then we'll tear it. Alright, there we go. Now, the other place that we're going to need adhesive is on this piece right here. So I want to make sure that I put it on the correct side. I want adhesive right here. Right here. So, put it down at the edge again. And then up at the top. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So up near the fold. And up at the top. All right, so there we go. And we're just going to fold that in half so that it butts right up against here. Perfect. All right. And now we're going to fold these in. We're going to take this off. And that goes right like this. And if you have anything over on the edge, which I don't this time, just trim it off with your scissors. Okay. All right, there we go. So that was pretty simple, huh? And then these just fit right in here. Let's see if the glue fits. Yep. So like if you were having a class or something, you could just put your glue bottles in here. All right, to decorate. I'm just going to give you the measurements. So you would want to cut a strip that is 7.5 by 1. Yep, 7.5 by 1. You'd want to cut 2 of those and put those on each side, just like this. And then on the end, it would be 1.5 by 1. Same thing, just 1.5 by 1, and just adhere them. I just used Tombow to adhere them to the sides of the box, just to dress it up a little bit. So that is it. Quick one today. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at www.happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.